Hello, hello. I'm going live on YouTube and Instagram. I'm just working on some Wookiee teeth. Nice yellow tint to them right now. Nice and dirty. I'll get one of them that's not dirty yet. Ugh. Clean, dirty. Clean, dirty. I put like a yellow wash, and then I do a brown wash, and then I go back and do another yellow wash and let it sit on there for a little bit so that it kind of soaks into the teeth. Gets them nice and gross. The way these underskulls work is you just slide them on your head. You put padding in the top and padding under your chin, so whenever you open your mouth, oh yeah, you gotta get some shut-eye. Hi, how are you? Just working on dirtying these teeth up. It's hard to see because the light's shining right on them, but dirty and clean. I'm gonna make these right here are pretty dirty. Let's see here.
How are you doing? Yeah, do you know Justin? Is he here?
All right. Let's do some more dirtying up. Ah. Yeah, yeah, I do definitely give them some cavities. I like to get the brown and the yellow down in those molars, so it looks gnarly in there. I use my little weathering brush. I just coat them in this stuff. It's kind of a mixture of burnt umber and yellow ochre. Wookiee's gotta have some nasty teeth. Yeah, for real. Wookiees have gnarly breath. I bet their breath stinks. That's a good start. This is my first time trying. I'm live on YouTube and on Instagram right now. I'm on YouTube on my iPad, and then I'm on Instagram on my phone. Trying it out. The picture quality is not that great on my iPad, so sorry for that if you're on YouTube. I mean, it's an iPad Air, I guess, or Pro or whatever, but I mean, it looks all right. I can see pretty good. So after I put that on there, I just kind of dab it off. And I always make sure to get the inside of the canines too, because when you open the mouth, you can see the inside of the canines. You can't see the molars when you have the face mask on, and you can't really see the bottom, behind the bottom canines. That already looks better. So now I'll do a yellow wash. This is like a bright yellow. It's a pretty bright yellow. Excuse me. Just brush it on each tooth. Get them nice and gross. Backside.
What is your name? Daryl. Spell it D-A-R-R-E-L-L. What's your last name? You want to sit on the sand? Up against the car? Yeah. All right, do that.
Some yellow on there. Yeah, they look. The first coat actually adds a lot of character to it, but once you start layering it on there, it looks even more real. It looks extremely yellow on the YouTube live.
Yeah, they're grabbing them some. The dog, yeah, dog needs some water too. Saw his legs in there and ordered him out and didn't want to come out. He didn't want to come out first after he was getting fish.
Have a good day. Get you some rest. Yep, I got one more to do after this one, and then I can start gluing the faces on. So that's what I'll be doing today. You have a good sleep.
If you have a kid and that kid is headed off to college, then you don't just have an empty nest. You have an Airbnb.
I need to make this a little smaller. That's looking good. Looking good. Get some more of this brown. Make sure and get down in those molars. I want it to be nasty in there. Ooh, those look gross. Give it a little time to dry on there. This is why I coat these teeth in resin first after I paint the gums. That way I can weather these without, because if I weathered them without coating them with that epoxy, I mean, it would just completely change the color of them. But with that layer of epoxy on there, it kind of, or the resin, it lets me kind of weather these like everything else. Like if I was gonna weather like a blaster or something like that.
I'm not mathematician, but I think it means that Wookiee is infinitely more effective than a shower alone. So just take a shower or shower with Wookiee and be zero out of 10.
Drugs fuel a lot of our property crimes. I mean, it's on the rise, not only here in Wichita, but across the country.
Yeah, so if you can see in the molars there,
These special units that
I got nice, nasty brown stuff down in there.
help some of these drug offenders get away from that. We're gonna stop this car real quick. It's got an instructive tag.
And those look pretty good. Might do another light coat of yellow and then it'll be good to go. Yellow.
What's your first name, please? Christopher? Would you pull me with just a tagline on the back of this? Tagline? Yeah. Now, what's the deal?
Yeah, I'm doing another coat of the yellow. Get that nasty yellowish look to them. Gnarly. And let that sit on there for a little bit. And then I think after this dries a little bit on here and I dab it off, these will be good. I can go to the last pair. Get the back here.
Let's just slow it down a little bit more, guys. All right, basically, since you don't have your identification, I'm going to instruct you to the detective. You see what I'm talking about on the tag right now? Someone got like a Warner Elementary, so that's why it was weird to me. Okay? So basically, I'm just going to give you the detective.
Just dab it.
And I'm also going to just give you one for not having your driver's license on. Yeah.
I'm not too worried about the back being extra dirty because you really don't see those. I just kind of make sure I get it to where it looks like he has some cavities back there in those molars, and then kind of dab the front teeth, the front of the teeth clean and leave it in the cracks between the teeth. That looks pretty good. There it is. Can't really tell on the, but they are pretty dirty and they have a yellow tint to them. All right, one more. That's when I first start out. Pretty white. Yeah. Yeah, I like to get that grunge where the teeth meet the gums. Get it nice and gross in there. my little brush is just about, it's just about had it. There we go. Nice and gross. Already looking good. That's just the first coat. It changes it a lot. Let that sit for a minute. There we go. So that's after the first cleanup. It just kind of cleans them off just a little bit. And then I'll do the yellow. This is just watered down acrylic too. So if I wanted to, and I really wanted to clean these off, I could just get me a little brush and water and clean them off. If I didn't like the way it looked.
And because Birdie is young, they're going to give him a more restraint.
Look at you. Investing like you run the chief. I guess that makes you your boss. You say things like, I want that EPS on my desk by EOD. You do shorts?
Yeah, it looks good. I'll let that yellow sit on there for a little bit.
There's no way. Runs your money.
Oh, are you talking about this right here? That right there? That? Yeah, that's just, it's just the same stuff as, it's the same silicone as this. It's EcoFlex 20. It's really flexible silicone. It keeps the mouth, you know, the way that I want it to sit without opening the mouth. And then whenever you open the mouth, it stretches really good. I think I let this yellow sit on there long enough. I come back again and dab it. Yeah, that's looking good. I'm gonna do another brown. Yeah, it does. It hides your actual mouth too. There we go. Some yellow on that.
Well, I don't know that, do I? If I come and talk to you, I'm not going to ask you.
That's looking good.
What's your name again? I know you. Did I ever talk to you the other day? Yeah, I did. Talk to you again, but then you dropped off your friend in the middle of the night. You never walked in, didn't you? I don't know. You know? I don't know. I really don't. What's that from?
All right. I think this one is done. Nice and dirty. Just experimenting. It took me, a couple of hours really. The first one that I did on mine, on my personal mask, the gums are like extremely dark. So whenever I paint the gums first. I don't paint the teeth. It's just the color of the resin that I use. So I paint the gums like a light pink, yellow, and white mixed together. Or sorry, red, yellow, and white mixed together. Just very little red, very little yellow, and it gives it kind of like just that normal gum look to it. And then when I coat it with the resin, it makes it darker. And so the gums on my actual my personal mask are extremely dark, bright. Here, I'll get one. I'll get it and show you. So here's the gums on mine. See how bright they are? They're extremely bright, and these are not quite as bright, but still have that realistic like gum look to them. What's up, crew? My nephew is on watching. Man, this is exactly the same thing that's inside this mask. It's just covered in hair and silicone. All right, I think this one is done. It looks pretty good. Yeah, I make them really big. That way, whenever you put the skin on, like this, so when you put the skin on, that's all you see. But on the inside, when you put your face in there, that way you don't have this fiberglass, really hard stuff right against your face. What you have next to your eye socket is this soft silicone. So it feels a lot better. There we go. All right. So now what I've got to do is clean all the silicone. So I'll have to take them inside and wash them in the sink with soap and water and then dry them off. And then I can glue them onto the skulls. Glue them onto the skulls, and then I can start painting around the eyes and the nose. And what I'll do with that is I airbrush it on. I'll use this stuff. Use smooth on Psycho paint. And then Novox. It's like it's a matte finish. No, I don't do one on Chrysanthemum. He only lifts his mouth like barely. Like he doesn't really open his mouth all that much. And there's really no sense in adding a lip mechanism because his muzzle is extremely close to the face. Because the mask that they use in the show is actually like a prosthetic. It's pretty much just it fits directly onto Carrie Jones' face. I think that's his name. Yeah, that's his name. It's made to fit directly onto his face. So I'm making masks to fit like everybody or the majority of people. So I have to build it out further. So it's just, I don't know. There's just no, I never really have, I might eventually do one, but probably not for him. It's all right. Everybody spells his name wrong. Yeah, so whenever he opens his mouth, he has an underbite. So his mouth only opens up like about that far whenever he opens it. I mean, I can open it wider, and it kind of has like a weird opening because his teeth on the bottom stick out. I love this mask though. So cool. All right, I'm gonna get to washing some. I'm gonna wash these silicone and then I'll come back here in a little while whenever I start doing the gluing. So I'll see y'all here in a little while. Bye. Have a good one.